back to the 90s!
Nick, 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 Nick.
Oh, here goes.
I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all today. I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all today.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Nostalgia. With Alien Romulus just a week away, and after the insane reaction you guys gave us to Sigourney Weaver being inducted into our Nostalgia Hall of Fame, there has never been a better time for us to rank all the Alien films. Now, I do have a couple of notes before we get started, guys. This is the Alien franchise. You will not find any Alien vs Predator films here, and this is our list. We are ranking our least favourite to our most favourite. Don't agree? Great. Get in the comments, let us know how wrong we are. And the last thing, big spoiler warning. I don't know why you would click on the Alien ranking video if you haven't seen the Alien films, but if you haven't, go away, watch them first, come back. Last chance, spoiler warning. So let's do this. I'm Big G, the last known survivor of the Nostalgia channel, telling you that it's game over, that no one can hear you scream in space, and that they mostly come at night. Mostly.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
No big surprise here. I would assume that most people would have Alien Resurrection last in their list, but don't get it twisted. I still really love this film. Yes, it is the worst Alien film, but it is certainly not boring. Alien Resurrection threw so much shit at the wall, and some of it actually stuck, but then, well, most of it was actual just shit. But let's talk about the positives. The cast in Resurrections is insane. Of course, Sigourney is back as Uber Ripley clone. Winona Ryder is in this as a cyborg lesbian. Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, is his usual creepy-ass self. Dan Hedaya, the guy who played Al in Quantum Leap, he's the ship's general. Michael Wincott is in this. He has the best bad guy voice ever. You'll know him as the bad guy from The Crow or from The Three Musketeers with Chris O'Donnell in it. He's the guy who always talks like this. And we cannot talk about the cast without talking about our boy, arguably the coolest guy to ever exist. Ron Perlman is my G. Story-wise, well, it's pretty copy and paste from all the other Alien films. Bunch of dickheads think they can control xenomorphs. Xenomorphs bust out and start eating said dickheads. But I have got to show some love to the xenomorph human hybrid baby monster thing that gets sucked through a pea-sized hole into space at the end of the film. He goes from super cute to the thing that haunts my nightmares in a snap. That thing is great. In this Prometheus sequel and original Alien prequel, we get to see how the facehuggers and the xenomorphs were created. What actually happened to the architects, and what happened to Shaw and David after Prometheus. And again, a great stellar cast. You've got Danny McBride, Catherine Watterson are both great in this. James Franco pops up in it for like 13 seconds before he gets burnt to death. But this is Michael Fassbender's film, playing both David and Walter. Fassbender is so eerie as David. And I like David in Prometheus, but in Covenant, he goes on to be one of my favourite characters in all the Alien films. So why is it only fifth? Well, it's the most boring Alien film. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I like Alien Covenant, but yeah, it's long and it's boring. We have a 20-minute long scene of Michael Fassbender playing the flute and teaching himself how to finger. Yeah, that actually comes up in Covenant. He does finger with himself. Anyway, yeah, this film could have been half the length and twice as good. I do not get why people shit on Alien 3 so much. I bloody love Alien 3. For me, it's the closest we ever got to the same tone and feel of the first Alien film. And yet there are better Alien films, but Alien 3, you come close to feeling the same feelings you had when you saw the first one in 1979. This time, Ripley crash lands on a prison planet surrounded by the scum of the universe, who all just happen to have British accents. The fuck's that about? Should I be offended? Sigourney Weaver playing Ripley in Alien 3 is at her best. Shaved head and all, Ripley has to deal with the fact that Newt and Hicks are dead. She finds out she's stuck on a prison planet with a bunch of rapists and murderers. She nearly gets raped. Then she falls in love with Charles Dance, who obviously dies, meets Wayland. Then she sacrifices herself when she finds out that she's got a xenomorph inside of her. All of this while fighting off a shitty looking CGI dog xenomorph hybrid. Alien 3, arguably the most underrated Alien film. Yo, Prometheus is my shit. When it first came out, I watched it on repeat because I could finally see all these Easter eggs from all these films that I've loved growing up. And for the first time, we could say we can make a great Alien film without Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. Elizabeth Shaw picks up that baton from Ripley, and she is just as badass, clever, and relatable. Gotta love Shaw. And it's not just Noomi Rapace as Shaw. Prometheus has arguably the most stacked cast of A-listers of any film. Michael Fassbender, Charlize Theron, Guy Pearce, Idris Elba, Patrick Wilson, and none of these are even the lead in the film. The first Alien film left us with more questions than answers. Who left the original transmission on the planet? What was that giant alien thing sitting in the chair? Who laid the eggs that the facehuggers come out of? What exactly are xenomorphs? Well, Prometheus delivers, and it is a great film while giving us these much needed answers.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
I know that 99% of people out there will have Aliens as their number one, and I get it. It is incredible. Non-stop action from start to finish. The Colonial Marines are badass. Vasquez, Drake, Apone, Hudson, Hicks, they're all kick-ass. Paul Reiser as the corporate weasel Burke, it is perfect casting. I hated him so much. Lance Hendrickson as Bishop, finally we have an android who's not a complete prick. I love Bishop. Ripley steps up in this one as well, the most badass action hero of the 80s. And I have never made a secret of the fact that I hate Newt. I just can't stand that little shit. But she serves a purpose. She gives Ripley that maternal instinct and a reason to fight on.
We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
Aliens is a great film. It's one of my favourite films of all time, from start to finish, wrapping up the Nostromo story, giving Ripley a reason to go back to face the xenomorphs, non-stop action, set pieces, things blowing up, shit. Ripley fighting the alien queen in that robot suit might be the coolest thing I have ever seen. But Aliens is not my favourite Alien film. You guys know what's coming.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting.
It has to be the original. And it's weird to say this, but the original Alien, Alien 1, Alien 1979, whatever you want to call it, it is the least alien-y of all the Alien films in the Alien franchise. I think that makes sense. These guys are not Marines, they're not scientists. Ripley and the crew of the Nostromo are basically space truckers. When they get this transmission from a derelict planet, we get to know all of these characters. Dallas, Lambert, Kane, Ash, Brett, Parker, and of course, Ripley. We love Ripley. And we care what happens to these people. This film takes its time. The suspense builds and builds and builds, and then, boom, that xenomorph pops out of John Hurt's chest, and from that point on, you do not dare blink. There is only one other film that I can relate to Alien. That sense of unease, that suspense, that thrill, that chill down your spine. And that film's The Shining. And the reason I love this film over all the other Alien films is there is one xenomorph, and he is in full form and on screen for a total of 10 minutes. And it is perfect. You never know who is going to be killed and when. The reason why the original Alien works so well is we don't know what's going on. We are Ripley. We have no idea what the fuck a xenomorph is. What Mother's motives are with her secret orders. We have no idea that Ash is an android and that he would go nuts and try to kill Ripley with a porno mag. I am so jealous of people who've never seen this film because they get to experience that for the first time. And we are with Ripley every step of the way in this film. She has two objectives. Get the fuck off that ship and save that cat. I have loved the Alien films since I was a small kid, and I still love them to this day, but only the OG Alien film from 1979 fills me with that sense of dread. And that's why it is the greatest Alien film of all time. I cannot wait to watch Alien Romulus next week. I have purposefully avoided all the trailers and ads and sneak peeks. I want to go into this film completely blind. I just wonder, where will it rank among all these amazing films? Thank you guys. I love you guys. Remember, get in the comments. Let us know your favourite Alien films. Let us know how you have them ranked. And of course, all that shite, hit subscribe, like it, share it. But mostly, I want to get you guys commenting. I want to build this community. Love you guys. Catch you guys in the next one. G out.
Mostly.